All right, welcome back to Unbound Chapters podcast. I'm Sandra.
I'm Isabel.
Today we are doing
Episode 3.
Episode 3? 1 to 5, 6 to 11. Yep, episode 3. We read chapters 12 through 17, so we're looking at 18 now. Excuse me.
I thought these chapters were better. Stuff is happening now, so it's more interesting.
It's just like dragging. Can we get to it?
Yeah.
I was about to get to it though.
The beginning chapters, it was definitely like, yeah, stuff's happening. I'm interested. And then towards the end, it was like, oh my god, hurry up.
I know. I just remember when
it ended.
Yeah, I remember when you finished it. You're like sitting right next to me and you're like, can we just read the next chapter? And I'm like, no. And you're like, but
I want to read it so bad. It's like a cliffhanger where it ended.
Yeah.
More so than the explosion for me.
Yeah.
Because the explosion was just like, I think it's because it was Riker. Isn't Riker? Is that his name?
Yeah.
I think it's because it's his POV that I was just like, I don't care.
Yeah, but like right after it was her POV and she started getting like frenzied.
I like reading his POV, but I don't, connect with it because, he's a dude.
Yuck boy.
Yuck boy. So,
yeah.
I can't put myself in those chapters as well as I can female POVs.
I still don't like that as third person.
I fucking hate it. I freaking hate it.
Sorry. Jingle bells.
Freaking jingle bells.
Yeah. I still feel like, again, like the last episode, like a lot happened but didn't happen at the same time.
Yeah. I agree. There was more action-y type things.
Yeah.
So it ended with the explosion. And then it started again with Brindley's POV of the explosion. Yeah. And, or Brindley's POV of in the basement.
Yeah, she's like, she can't see anything. The blindfolds are specially made, obviously. I mean, of course they are, so no one can see anything.
And she also said she can still feel that vampire's magic, in case someone tries to peek.
Yeah.
They're all down there, still separated somehow.
But it's but they know that they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all down in this basement. They have their blindfolds on. They don't know if it's light in there, it's dark in there. They don't know what this basement looks like.
Yeah, they just kept going down flights of stairs.
Yeah. She said that she could hear water dripping and she could smell that it was musty and dusty, but no rats.
Disgusting. Yeah.
So. And then they finally get to leave. They get the all clear. And as they're walking, she smells what happened.
Yeah, it's they opened either they got to a certain floor or they opened a door, right?
Yeah. They were making their way back upstairs. Yeah. And when they got to, she didn't say what floor, I don't think. When they got to a certain level, she was able to smell everything that happened outside.
There was blood, a lot of blood.
Lots of blood. She said at least dozens.
Yeah, I think so. She said that.
So she got hungry because she's still a baby vamp.
Yeah, she's only 6 years old. 6 years turned.
Yeah, so she got into a frenzy and she couldn't get herself under control, so they sedated her.
Yeah, well, before that, Valentina is oh, well, what do you know? The vampire can't, control herself or something like that.
Yeah, this is why vampires shouldn't be on this show.
Yeah.
Because they're low scum.
Yeah, I hate her.
Yeah. So they do all that.
She gets sedated.
Sedate her. And then it switches to... It switches to her dream, but we don't really know it's a dream until later.
Until afterwards. I mean, I kind of had, a feeling that it was a dream, but...
At some point when she, couldn't see details, I understood it was a dream. At first I thought maybe it was just the magic, protecting their identities.
Yeah.
And they were allowing him to look in on her because he's so high up. That's what I first thought. And then as it went on, I was like, no.
Yeah, this has to be
That's a dream. So she's having this dream.
What did he say?
She's in a bed it's a nice one. She's in some silky pajamas. She's like, I don't wear silky pajamas. This is impractical. And then in walks this beautiful man. She can't see his face. His face is like blurred.
Yeah.
But he walks in. He's like, what is it, sweetheart, that he calls her?
Yeah.
He's like,
I don't like that.
Me neither.
I don't
He's
think
like, how are you?
Darling. I don't like any of that.
I don't do nicknames in my relationship.
I used to.
So,
God. Anyway.
So we read about her dream. It turns into a dirty dream.
Yes. I'm trying to see what he said.
There's something about this dream
I
have a prediction of.
Yeah, but also his words, let me take care of you. Yes. That, we like that. Well,
We do like that.
okay. We like that. You know, I don't talk to me too much.
Yeah.
But like, when you're getting started, yeah, sure, that's fine. But like, don't talk to me the rest of it.
Start to finish, there's no words.
Yeah, I don't want to hear words. I want to hear you.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, you know, a little bit of foreplay coming on. Yeah, say something to me.
Even during
Let me take care of you. That's fine.
Like when the kisses stop from being like playful, cute, hello type things to like, we're starting.
I'm eating your face.
Yeah. Once those start, the talking stops until we're done.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't really doing anything when he said it, so I was like, like that.
It was pretty nice. She
was like, he makes me feel safe. You don't even know who it is. She's
Yeah.
like, he's familiar.
Yeah, she like had a problem with her memories too.
Yeah.
She couldn't remember her past. She couldn't remember why she was supposed to be angry. She couldn't remember his name, but she knew that she wanted to be with him and she should trust him and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So the dream gets spicy because she trusts him a lot.
A lot.
And
she trusts that man like it was herself.
Yep. She woke up
confused in some kind of, this isn't my bed. This isn't my place.
Really scratchy bed. In a cabin.
Yeah.
And she can tell she's in a cold place because she can, like, feel the cold.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't hear anything else, so she knows she's obviously, like, in an isolated area. And as she wakes up, she's feeling groggy because she doesn't realize yet because her memories are a little hazy when she went into her bloodlust. But she knows that she had some sort of tranquilizer type.
Yeah, she's been like drugged.
Yeah, and
not
then,
in a creepy way.
Yeah, a doctor comes in and is like,
also, the doctor's name.
what's it?
Isn't it Karen? With a C?
I don't remember.
Oh my god, it drove me nuts.
The doctor comes in and the doctor's like, she has 0 bedside manner.
Yeah.
I
She's
feel
pretty
like
chipper though.
Yeah, I feel like she's more of a research doctor, and she was called in to do this, and it's not really her job, is the vibe I was getting.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're going to be out of it for a little bit, you should sleep, but you'll be fine. Mm-hmm. And then she gets a phone call.
Well, she was like, am I still in the choosing? She's like, yeah, you're still in the choosing, don't worry. Yo, I would be so upset if I got kicked out. Like, what do you expect? It's not. Oh, she also mentioned that, like, talking about her bloodlust situation, about how, you know, she is still new, but there are some vampires that are so old they don't even need to sleep, like, or drink blood. Could you imagine that, being a vampire and not having to drink blood because you're that old? What do?
That'd be boring.
But, like,
don't even need to look for food anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Yes, the phone call.
The doctor gets a phone call and she answers it, and she can kind of hear the other side of the conversation, but she's getting like bits and pieces. The person on the other side like asks, is she stable? Doctor says yes. Is she a threat? Doctor says no. And they're like, do we need to knock her out again? And Brindley starts to freak out. She's like, no.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
good.
do that again.
I am.
Especially because if she gets knocked out again, she's missing more days, and she
doesn't dream about that man again.
Not just that, it's that she has to get back to her Mark, and she doesn't even know if he's infatuated with her yet. But the doctor's like, nah, she good. She gives her a blood bag. She leaves the room for a minute, and Brinley takes it upon herself.
Happens.
Yeah, to call her maker.
Yeah, she's like, I got a phone. Should I? We're not supposed to have any, like, info about the outside, but, like, you know, I have to tell her something.
And there's no cameras in there, so she can't get caught.
Yeah, like, I gotta tell her something. Yeah, finally, she answers. She's just, like, icy and cold. She's like, oh, really? Like, girl, where are you?
Where are you? What are you doing? Don't forget your mission stuff. Yeah,
and then she's like, oh, well, it's, like, cold here, so I think we must be somewhere, like, in the north, and that's where the vampires, like, are kind of from. Which, that would make me want to be a vampire.
Yeah, she hears a little bit about the riots that are going on, and
I felt like the whole city was, like, fucking bombed. Oh my gosh.
And where her maker and her handler live,
Xandria.
The whole block was basically evacuated, or they evacuated.
Yeah, they're in the
just
western
before something
region.
happened.
Yeah, they're in the western region.
So she's like freaking out a little bit because she wasn't expecting the outside world to change so much while she was in there.
Yeah.
And basically her maker was like, get to work.
Yeah, like all the feeds got cut off when the bombing happened, so they're kind of all shut out. They can't see what's happening with, like, the choosing and stuff. Yep. Oh my God, she finder.
So she hangs up pretty quickly and then goes back to the bed to seem like, you know, she'd been in that cot that whole time. And she starts drinking the blood bag that the doctor gave her, and she, like, zonks out.
Yeah.
And while she's sleeping, it switches to
Riker's POV. Homie's like, where's my girl?
Yeah, he's
talking to freaking Valentina. I don't want to talk to Valentina.
He's in the middle of his headphone convos with the ladies, and he's like breaking it down for him. He's like,
just Valentina.
I thought he was talking to all of them.
No.
Well, he told her, he was like, this has been nice, but not interested. She did not take it well.
Yeah, I just feel like she had like a temper tantrum.
She did. She threw a temper tantrum. He was like, I know I'm making the right decision now.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
He should have known before that.
Yeah. And he gets off the phone and he's waiting for, well, not off the phone. He gets off the call headset thing, mabob. And it's the waiting room, and he's waiting for Brinley to come, and he's like, he's waiting to see her because it's been a while.
Yeah, it says unavailable. So he's like, okay, what's that unavailable? Not like busy or on a call with someone else. So
yeah,
he's like, why is she unavailable? What the hell?
Where she be?
Yeah.
So he goes to the guard and he's like, where is she? Mm-hmm. And they're like, can't tell you, sorry. And he says, she's mine.
She's indisposed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said,
indisposed
like where? Is she in the building? Where is she? She's mine. Tell me now.
Yeah.
And then the matron comes up. She's like, I can pass her a note. I'll give her a note. And he's like, this is my chance.
Yeah.
So he scrawls a quick note, gives it to her, and he hides in the shadows
he's like,
of
all
the
right,
hallways.
I'm gonna go. I don't want any more calls today. I'm gonna go to my room.
Yeah.
You ain't. You gonna follow this bitch.
He follows the matron out, and he's like, why is she leaving the building?
Yeah, she's like going down flights of stairs.
And then all the way through the forest.
Yeah, it's a forest, icy snow. He's wearing a t-shirt. He's like, well, shoot. Like, I'm freaking cold. I'm like a water fae, but like, I still get cold.
Yeah. So he follows her through. They finally get to the cabin. He's like hiding around looking for his inn. There's guards, and the guards here are like more alert than the ones at the house.
Yeah.
So he has to be more careful. He goes to the back of the building, finds a door, goes inside.
He waits for the lady to come back out. And he like waits around to see like for his chance. And then finally one of them is like, bruh, I'm gonna go. He said make a call or whatever the guard said. Yes, and he was like, all right, well, now's my chance. This other guard is really not caring. Yeah.
It's a broom closet.
Yeah, he gets the door open. He makes an ice pick. He magics his way through the lock, and he's like, oh, she's on the other side of this door. Broom closet.
He looks through a grate. Well, he takes it off, and he looks through a grate, and he kind of sees her. He's like, she's got blonde hair. She has a nice figure, but he can't, like, see her. He was like, she smells good. And then he was like, I gotta get back before they notice I'm gone.
Yeah, he's seen the other lady in the room with him, and he's like, well, you know, she doesn't look like she's being harmed, or she looks okay.
Yeah, he took time to admire the yiddies, though.
Yeah.
So he goes back, and then it goes back to her POV. And she wakes up, and they say, all right, you can go back now.
Yeah, well, she smells something in the room, and she was like, this is the same smell that was on the nose. So she was like, he was here.
Mm.
Yeah.
And she goes back to the house, and they're like, so because of all the commotion, we are going to have the masked ball in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's all going to be condensed.
So a whole month and a half of the whole thing has been cut because they're just trying to hurry up and get these people matched off. Mm-hmm. Because the show thing still has to be successful in the next 10 years.
Yeah, well, they also like want to show that, you know, they're still united as like a country, so they're just speeding it up to show that like these bombings aren't affecting them.
Yeah.
But it's affecting them enough to where they have to condense it down to, we got 2 more weeks, everybody. 2 more weeks.
Yeah, so she's kind of freaking out. She's like, how am I going to get him to fall in love with me in 2 weeks? The matron is kind of like, you don't have to worry about it. Yeah. And she gets to her room, she like cleans up, goes to bed, wakes up the next day for her regularly scheduled conversations.
Yeah.
And they finally talk. And he's so happy to hear from her. Yeah. He's like, I got like, you know the puppies when they sit there and their whole butt like, wiggles because they can't, like, that's what I
imagine that too.
He's just so eager.
Yeah.
And they were talking for a little bit, and he can't even contain himself for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And he like confesses, like, I know we have 2 weeks, but I'm gonna tell you right now. No, that's later. Just kidding. He was like, I really like you.
Mm-hmm.
So he confessed, like, we should go on a date.
Yeah.
We should go on a date. And she's like, what about the other girls? Nah, just you, boo.
Then, yeah, she has that whole thing with Valentina. The whole cat fight.
I don't know.
You don't remember?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was when she came back and Valentina was like, oh, like, are you like under control now or something like that? And making all these like snide comments, and then her shadows and her wings come out, and then Valentina's fire comes out, and then Hallie is like yelling at them, and she like yanks Brinley out of the room, and she's like, dude, you can't fight her. She's right. She's like, you know who she is. She's not gonna get kicked out, but you can. Like, you can't get kicked out. She was like, oh, I can't fight her yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she had that whole... I freaking hate Valentina. Valentina is also just like... I don't know if she knows that Brinley is the other girl, which I doubt she knows, because he didn't mention that he talks about the other girls while he's talking to Valentina. She probably won't like that anyway. So I don't think she knows that, obviously, Brinley is the other girl that, you know, he dumped her for.
When she finds out, though.
Yeah. But she's just, like, just angry because. Just really because. I feel like...
I feel like it's because she's not getting it right for once.
That, too, but also it's like, even though vampires are apparently, like, lesser than, I feel like she's jealous of Brinley.
100%.
So, like, the fact that she's just being snotty just for, like, you know, just because.
She recognized her, even though she's a vampire, she recognizes her as the biggest competition she has in there.
Yeah.
So, she goes back to her room, and she calms down. I don't remember if it's the same day or if it was a different day, but she's in her room. She gets a knock on the door, and the matron hands her an envelope. In this envelope is her invite to her date with...
Yeah, Riker. In person, one-on-one date.
Yeah. So cute.
Yeah, so something about, like, all the other people's dates are gonna be, like, cool, but, like, ours is the most intriguing or some shit like that.
Yeah, the matron said that they had, like, the best well-thought-out date of the bunch.
Which, she love thought-out dates.
She didn't really... She cared, but she told herself she didn't care because
Sorry. Also, when she was coming back from that cabin place, the person she was walking with, she's like, a certain captain will be excited to see you. Like, she was kind of like, oh, you only have 2 weeks, but it's fine. Like, he'll be very eager to see you. I thought that was cute. Sorry, continue.
She realizes that she's actually catching feelings, so she's kind of, like, giving herself harsh pep talks.
Yeah.
So she got the letter. She's like, I'm not even going to open it because I don't even care.
Yeah.
I already know what it says. I don't care.
Yeah, you really care.
And then she got ready for the date. And
yeah, she's holding like that little picture. We got a little bit more backstory about the picture that she's holding.
Oh, yeah, the picture of her sister.
Yeah, of her sister, like 2 days before the
day
death,
before,
like the hurricane, something like that.
She took a picture of her sister, and she keeps it with her.
Yeah, it's like the only
one that survived.
Yeah, so she's just like talking to the picture, you know, like
she looks at it to get angry. So that she can
forget
about her sentimental feelings and feel the anger for the reason that she's doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
Which I still think she's being manipulated.
By Gallea? Oh, yeah, I think so too. Especially when...
Do you think Z has anything in on it?
I want to say no, but, like, just from, like, past movies and things, like, there has to be someone else that's kind of there. I mean...
What would be his stake in it, though? Hers power, I understand.
Maybe his Gallea. Well, he's gay, so maybe he wouldn't want Gallea. Maybe he wants to be her. He wants her kind of role. I mean, I don't think he's a vampire, but you know what I mean? It could also be power. Maybe he just plays on, oh, you know, I'm just here.
True.
But I don't know. I don't think he is, but I don't know, maybe he's just gonna be just as surprised as Brinley. But yeah, even when she was on the phone with Gallea, she didn't seem like very worried. She's just like, get it done. Which I feel like she's kind of always like that, but you know, I feel like she'd be a bit more concerned. I know the whole, you know, rules, no emotions, blah blah blah, but you don't have to have emotions to be like a little bit of words of encouragement instead of just get it done, you know?
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying.
Well, she's holding the picture. She thinks she's getting ready for the date.
Oh, yeah, she's getting ready. She's blindfolded, taken to her date area. She can't really tell what's going on. She just knows that she's at a table in a room with a glass of blood wine. And then
she's like waiting and waiting, and then she finally hears.
She hears the door open, and she smells him. She's like, "It's the same smell as him."
She just has
he
a
really
puddle
did come
there.
See me. Yeah, and he comes in, and he's like really quiet. So she's like, "What's he doing?"
Surely he can smell her.
Probably, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so he comes in. She can't really like hear what he's doing. She doesn't know what's really going on.
Yeah.
And then she reaches for a wine glass.
Oh,
she
touches
touched
hands.
And not
they
only...
don't pull away. She just was just like...
She wanted to, but he grabbed her wrist.
Yeah, he did.
And she was like, he's really warm.
I
want to eat him.
Yeah, she's just thinking about like her fangs elongating, just like burning sensation. She's like, I can't eat him, but like I really, really want to.
Yeah. And then it ends right there.
Yeah.
They touch. He grabs her wrist. When he grabs her, it sounds bad. Yeah. He grabs it. He like holds on to her wrist.
Yeah.
And I think they're about to take off their blindfolds, which is why I wanted to read the next chapter.
Yeah, I think they're about to take off their blindfolds. What do you think it's gonna be like? What do you think is gonna like happen?
I think he's just gonna give her so much praise. Be like, "You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're funny. I love you. Show me your titties." Yeah.
She's gonna completely forget about her whole angry pep talk, and she's gonna be like,
I think she's gonna fall in love with him. I think she's already falling in
100%,
love with him, but she's gonna fall, like be in it. He's already in it, so we don't need to worry about him.
Yeah.
But she's gonna fall. They're gonna obviously go to this ball. He's gonna propose.
But it's like, it's the masked ball. Why do they need masks? They're already gonna see each other on these one-on-one dates.
I think it's I don't know. Maybe
right?
What if they don't take the blindfolds off?
That would piss me off.
Me too.
Just me too. Just like, so how's your day? Like,
I'm gonna be really mad if they don't take it off.
Yeah, I just got goosebumps.
Can you imagine if I had asked you to read one more chapter and it's just like blindfolds the entire time?
Yeah.
I'm gonna scream if that's what happens.
Yeah, because they're going to a masked ball. If they're already
masked ball. Now that you say masked ball, I'm thinking they're not gonna take it off.
Well, like if they're already gonna be like getting close to like pairing up with each other,
then why would
they're not gonna need to be like looking at other people. I mean, you could still be physically attracted to someone else.
It's just a fun thing, right? It's just a fun thing. They're gonna take it off. They're gonna take it off.
I don't know, because like it's a masked ball, but
they're gonna
I'm
take
gonna
it
be
off.
so I don't know. Now I don't think they're gonna take it off. They're just gonna be like, all right, time's up.
Now I don't think they're gonna take it off either.
Back to your rooms.
Well, what do you think the date's gonna be?
I don't know. He said it was intriguing. If it's something boring, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, this is not intriguing.
I feel like he's gonna do something to where he can touch her.
He's already touching her.
I mean, like, body to body.
Like putt-putt.
I was gonna say, like, dancing or...
No! Putt-putt. That's a great date.
Well, yeah, if you have vision.
They're fae and vampire. They can just sense where the hole is.
They're not bats. They're not echolocation people.
That's not what I was meaning. But, like, she can still listen and hear. He can listen and hear. Maybe they could just be like, find the hole.
Sorry. Maybe they're gonna play chess in person.
With blindfolds on?
What if they take it off?
What if they don't?
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, it's a masked ball. I don't think they're gonna take it off.
Okay. Well,
yeah, because like if they do take it off, cool, great, awesome, wonderful. But why would you need to go to the masked ball? If you already know the person you're gonna try to be with, I feel like everyone is supposed to like narrow it down to at least one person by the masked ball, right?
Yeah.
And also, when he had only two options and he was like, no, I only want her, they were like, but that's like so unheard of. Is you sure there's no one else? And he was like, bro, I'm good with the one that I chose. I don't need to keep talking to 3-4 girls. You know what I mean?
I think he's gonna say I love you before the ball.
Ew.
100%.
Slow down. Relax. It's been a month.
He's definitely gonna say I love you.
Man,
do you think there's gonna be another date before the ball or just ball?
Masked ball. Surely they can see at the masked ball. It could be like, that kind of mask.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's find out. I'm just kidding.
Hopefully we find out in the next book. I think something's definitely going to happen at the ball. Do you think they're going to stay in the woods or do you think they're going to go back?
The woods?
Whatever.
Where?
The den house.
No, they're staying at the den house, yeah. Yeah, they got moved to a...
One of the contestants.
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah?
I don't think it's one of the contestants' house.
I swear they said it was one of the werewolves' house.
No, it's one of the alpha werewolves' houses. I don't think he's part of the contestants. I think he's one of the representatives.
I think
one of the fancy people.
Check it.
I
think he is.
I
think in the next chapters that we're gonna read that I don't think the ball's gonna be.
I put aloha.
I don't think the ball's gonna be in the next one. I think that's gonna draw out these
Representative Farrell, one of the werewolf alphas, kindly donated his pack house for the remainder of the choosing. It doesn't.
Whatever. What's his name?
Thorold.
Oh, I saw a TH and thought of
dumb name. Thorold. Anyway,
I think the ball's gonna be in the next set, not this one. The next.
Well, I'm not reading the words. Just the chapter title says "Universes collide." Fuck off. No, I'm just like kind of skimming. I do read the seed that says.
You think it won't kiss?
I don't know. It just says nothing was keeping him from her but a flimsy table and a pair of blindfolds.
I feel like once they
kiss,
it's
right, there's POV.
She's gonna bite him. Cause her fangs be itching,
burning, not itching, burning to sink into some fey meat.
Speaking of, speaking of, he was talking about his feeling towards her, right? His gravitational pull. God's what's the word I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Bond. God's
bond.
He
said God's bond. He was like, he was like, I've heard of having like mate bonds before, but it's usually like same species kind of thing, like fey to fey. But he's never heard of one
vampires.
like fey to human turned vampire, even if that. But he was like, I think it's gonna stack them.
They're 100%.
They gotta be mates.
Yeah. As soon as she bites him, zing.
She's gonna come.
No.
She's gonna get powers.
Weep.
What?
Weep.
What's that?
Soul tie.
Ew. Soul tie.
So I think the dreams, not dreams. 100% not dreams.
You think they're like walking?
No, I don't think they're walking. I think it is dreams, but they're like dreaming together. Because he
did say that she was in his dreams.
And he be having them spicy dreams. I think they sleep in their minds together.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice dream though.
I wish.
I don't dream like that. I dream of scary things or dumb things or...
I do dream like that.
But yeah, I don't know. Now I don't know if they're going to take their blindfolds off. We'll find out.
I'm calling it. They're taking it off in the next chapters that we're going to read.
All of it? Just blindfold?
Just the blindfolds. I think they're going to have a secret smooch.
I think they're just allowed to have a smooch if they're on a date. One-on-one.
Well, are they?
Why not? If they're in person.
Are they even allowed to touch each other though?
Well, I don't see why not.
Maybe.
I try before you buy it.
They're gonna smooch.
Yeah, I think they're gonna kiss too. And I gotta read about how amazing and life-changing this freaking kiss is gonna be. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna...
up.
I don't think they're gonna do anything until after the engagement. I don't think that's gonna happen in the next chapters that we're gonna read. I think it's gonna be at the end of the book.
We're probably 50% done.
Yeah, I feel like the
19
book's gonna be
chapters.
like a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I think we have like 19 more chapters.
Like maybe on their wedding day. Something.
She's obviously not gonna kill him.
But
she was thinking about killing him.
Yeah.
She was like, yo, I could totally kill him right now, but then there would be so many repercussions. Yeah.
I also feel like they're not going to be able to get to their wedding because of all the rebel attacks.
Yeah, I think there's going to be something that happens too. What?
Yes.
Yeah. I think so too. I think you're right.
I am chomping at the bit to read the next part.
I think you're gonna be let down. I think you're gonna be let down.
No. They're gonna take it off.
Maybe.
Why would they leave it on?
They're gonna take it off.
No, they're gonna take it off. That's just for fun.
Ain't no fun in the choosing. It's find your person and be done.
Just fun for some of them.
Okay, I hope they take their blindfolds off, but now I'm not like thinking they're going to. Yeah. Alright. I think that's it. Do you have anything else to say?
Nope.
You're really chomping at the bit to read this book.
I'm gonna read it when we're done.
Yeah. Alright, we'll be coming back with another video.
And we're starting Christmas ones soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have our first episode of Smutmas on Saturday, December 14th. It's already we're already halfway done with December.
I know. We need to get cracking.
I know, but it's already halfway done. It's already almost 2025.
Ew.
Oh, I know, but I'm gonna be on a plane when the ball drops. I can't even message anybody.
I get here the night of the 31st.
I get here on the 1st.
Because I'm going forward and then backwards.
Me too. But I'm leaving on the 31st.
So am I.
And how are you arriving on the 31st?
Because I'm going backwards.
Really? Oh. I'm going forwards.
I'm going forward in time. You're going backwards.
I'm going backwards in time, so I'm going forward in the future. Okay, yeah. I'll be here on the 1st.
I'll be going backwards on the way back.
It's gonna be our first New Year's without each other.
We
did it last year, but
I was on an airplane last year too.
I'll be a plane full of people. Maybe I'll sit
By
next
the
to
way,
someone.
call me.
Maybe I'll sit next to someone. I hope not. Anyway, yeah, we will come back with another video. Hopefully soon. Maybe.
It'll be pretty soon.
Oh, for you.
For me.
I gotta read quick, I know.
Yeah.
It's just this damn phone. I have everything.
I know.
I was let me just scroll on TikTok for
mine too.
5 hours. Yeah. I really gotta go to bed.
Not addicting.
It's just brain rot,
That's true. Anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you want. Share if you want.
Do it anyways.
Watch it if you want.
Do it anyways.
Okay, bye!